daily gopher update. Look at all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. No. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my God. 8 babies. Wow. It has been raining again. Our weather is still weird. Couple warm days mixed in with 3 days of rain, non-stop rain. My garbage bin that I found on the side of the highway, that little garbage can, it was sitting under the roof, and after one evening it was almost full of water. Like, we never get that much rain here. It was crazy. You can see how things are greening up like crazy. Tarp I'm taking to the garbage. Here is the site of the old shed. I've taken that all down. Got the frame all organized and kind of taped together to get ready to sell, because those things are worth the money. So I was setting up the shed. Oh, it's raining again. What a shocker. So I was setting up the shed and trying to figure out the best way to organize all my stuff. I mean, they're all in these totes, so I could stack them one on top of the other, but I decided to go a little bit crazy and make some shelves. And I'm really glad I did, because it'll save up a bit more space, organize them a little bit better. So when I do pull out one of these, I'm not pulling out 3 different ones and making a mess. And it's got my hockey gear and the straw behind there to maximize space. So I'm going to have I'll have another shelf above this one. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 shelves. 3 and a bit maybe. Maybe I'll make a small one at the top. But yeah, that's the plan for now. It's not quite finished. I'm going to put some OSB board probably on top, or just find some, I have so much excess wood that I should find something that is around here that is free, because I'm going to paint it too. So it will look lovely. But that's that. And then I'm going to make another shelf over here, have 2 of them, and then I can store stuff kind of on the sides. I have enough room on the side there to store a little bit of stuff. So yeah, that's a shed update. Using as much recycled wood as I can. I found all these I must have found 20 2x4s in going through and cleaning up the yard. So that is sweet. And yeah, it's looking a lot more open back here. Especially with that monstrosity of a shed gone over there. And once I get all that cleaned up, there'll be nothing here. It's ongoing though, you know, I work full time, I work every day, so I only have a bit of time here every day to work on it. All right, here we go. Homemade shelves. Beauties, aren't they? I really had no plan. You may be able to tell that while I was building these. I was just winging it as I went, and it seems okay. It's fairly sturdy. Got a few more pieces to put on, maybe to help brace it, and I want to attach it up to the bar, or up to the frame up there. Give it a little bit more security. The winds have been howling, so you can see I have it tied down up there and up here too. Oop, right there, because this shed actually flipped over the other day. So, yeah, I didn't have it tied down as well as I should have, because I should have known the winds were coming back. Anyways, this is, yeah, looking okay. You may be asking why I'm doing this, watch out Maggie, this section last, because I wasn't going to put the plywood there. I was just going to leave it with the 2x4s because I'm just putting totes on there, but I thought it looked kind of ugly, so it looks a little nicer and a little bit more finished with the plywood on there. It's too bad it's not going all the way across, but just have a little hole there. Oh well. That's what happens when you don't really make any plans. You just wing it. But anyways, I'm pretty happy with that. One project kind of done. And I have about 1, 2, 3, 4 more totes full of stuff that I might have to build another set over here, but it would be great if I didn't have to, because I could put my sled in here. The dog sled can go in here. It takes up a fair bit of room, and it'll take up the whole side. It'd be nice to have a side to store stuff, but I really want to keep it organized, because I found with all my previous sheds, I just had the totes all stacked on top of each other, and even though I had most of them labeled, I was still always rooting through them to find stuff, and it became a disaster after a while. So I'm hoping the shelves will help with that issue. Yeah, and if I go through, and I also need to go through and purge a whole bunch of stuff, so if I can get rid of some of the stuff in the other totes, then I won't need so many. I just have a lot of extra clothes and a lot of extra gear that I don't use or haven't used for years, so it's probably time to part with it and downsize. Minimalism. I've always wanted to be a minimalist, but it's very hard, I find. Even with my small space, I find that I keep gathering and collecting stuff. So if I keep myself to one outdoor shed for storage and my cabin, then I won't be able to get any more stuff. If I get more stuff, I have to remove something to make room for the new stuff. So yeah, it's an ongoing struggle. Who's just chasing a bug? Mosquitoes aren't too bad right now. It's a miracle. It's nice out. Not nice. I mean, what is it? It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. It's been a weird day. It's been kind of, oh, is that a dragonfly? It's been a very weird day with the weather. Cloudy, then sunny, really cool. Windy is all get out. Is like, it seems to be the theme this year. Look at this. He just really gets needy when I'm talking to the camera. Maybe he thinks I'm talking to him and he thinks he needs to be here to listen. Isn't he good? Aren't you a good boy? I was able to use a lot of scrap wood that I had around here. Some of it, the plywood was new, because the plywood that I have is pretty crappy and falling apart and pretty much needs to go to the dump because it's so used and worn and thin. It's pretty thin plywood too, so it's not very usable for shelving. So it's nice to have nice new wood too, even though plywood is not cheap. But I'm going to paint it as well, so hopefully by the end of this video it'll be painted and look pretty. Yeah, I could have done a worse job, I guess. Just hope it stands for more than a year. Okay, now it is time to paint. My favorite part of any job is painting. I've got this gel stain that is a Cabernet. I really just like getting some cool names when I look for paint, so who cares about the color? No, it's like a cherry red, so we'll see what that turns out like. Yeah, and do one of my favorite jobs, which is painting. I love painting. Where's my stuff?